Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, now is the moment you've all been waiting for. Pickup Nerds presents the Puncast, your weekly dose of gaming news, awesome memes, and a bunch of gamers talking shit. Here are your hosts, Chalicy, Benson, Lunchbox, and Xaner.
Hello and welcome to Puncast.
Hey.
We got Benson. He's the cassette tape in the right here. We got Xana below me, and we got Lunchbox. I can't do it. Oh, over there.
I'm here. Right here.
Underneath.
So yeah, boys, welcome. Welcome.
Welcome.
So this is going to be a weekly podcast that we're going to do for Pickup Nerds account deleted on my lol. And the reason that we set up Pickup Nerds is we all had our own Discords for all of our streams, and you know, like it was hard to find where people were, and we wanted to find, like, we're playing lots of different games like Among Us and Fall Guys and yeah, man. So we created the Discord. We're gonna do this weekly podcast, which is gonna be kind of like gaming news, just some fun things here and there. Hopefully, we'll see how it pans out. Also, like, you know, all of us stream. Like, we'll do the shout outs. When someone else is talking, we'll do the shout outs in chat. So if you've not got everyone stream, but I'm sure you do. Where's my notes gone? I know, sorry. And we also wanted to, like, have weekly tournaments. Also, my hair's blue. Can you tell? My hair is actually blue for the inaugural podcast. You can't
What a
see
streamer.
it. What a streamer.
Folks, we have a true streamer in the house. Let's give it up for Chelsea.
Just using jets.
All right, let's give it up for Chelsea.
And yeah, so we also wanted to host tournaments with prizes.
Big prizes.
Big prizes. Yeah, we're giving away a 2080 Super in the first one. My old 2080 Super. It's not old. It's not old. It's worn
pristine.
in. Pristine.
It's ready to be used.
Yeah. Ready.
Broken in.
Broken in. That's the word. That's what I was looking for exactly. Because I've upgraded to a 3080, although I haven't got my 3080 yet, and I might cancel it because the AMD. That's something to talk about. AMD finally rivaling
coming
NVIDIA.
out with the 6900 XT.
Yeah, man. And have you heard the latest?
Competing with 3090s? What is AMD has no business competing with the 3090s?
Have you heard what NVIDIA's response is?
Go fuck yourself.
So they're bringing out a 3070 Ti, which is going to be between the 3070 and the 3080, and a 3080 Ti, which is going to be like almost a 3090 but cheaper.
We'll see, dude.
So
I hope AMD pushes them hard enough to be more competitive price-wise.
Yeah,
I feel like AMD will always hold that crown for price versus performance, dude.
Yeah, I think it's only a good thing for consumers, right? I mean, look at the prices, like the 3080s.
And wait, here's the biggest kicker.
Go on.
Sorry to cut you off, but AMD, their new line is way more power efficient, which is insane. Right before you saved, $100, but you'd pay that back in your fucking power bill. That is no more, brother.
I've just realized that Benson's camera border is some reason off of whack.
No, it looks great. Just leave it.
I can do it. I can fix it real quick.
But he's on a cassette, so you know.
Chelsea did it himself with his cassette, okay?
I don't know how I messed this up. I spent so long putting it together. Right, okay. So let me get my notes back. So on the back of that, obviously awesome, we're talking about graphics cards because we're giving one away.
A big one.
2080 Super.
Isn't it like the same size though as all of them?
What do you mean?
It's the motion. It's not the size of the boat. Okay, it's the motion of the ocean, brother.
Exactly.
And this bitch is a super yacht. Okay.
Listen, if Whiskey was here, he would tell you, I'm gonna get this boat that's gonna drive
Oh my
me
god,
to-"
I've heard way too much about Whiskey's fucking boats, dude.
Oh, well done, Bryce.
You know what I used to fish out of, dude? You know what I used to fish out of, dude? I had this inflatable boat and a couple paddles, dude. And I would just go to the shore. I'd pump that bitch up with a little foot pump. I'd paddle out, dude. Put on a piece of tape, cast it, dude. Sometimes I'd grab a fish, dude, and he'd be pulling my boat like fuck, dude. You know, I'd be scared sometimes. Like, yo, I'm way farther from the shore than I want to be out here in a fucking raft, inflatable raft with paddles.
Dude,
gotta
isn't
watch
there
out for those
crocodiles?
No, Cayman.
Okay,
No,
what, Cayman?
gators, dude. Gators.
Gators.
Cayman, dude, I'm not fucking in the Everglades, dude, hunting anacondas and shit. Okay, I'm at the local lakes, the local rivers. I might paddle to the Gulf if I'm feeling ballsy, but there ain't no caimans in the Gulf, dude.
Yeah, there's Caymans. There's saltwater and freshwater. They can be where the fuck they want.
They're not all over Florida, dude. You're crazy as fuck.
We talked about this, and I was right, and you owe me 100 gifted subs, so I'm still waiting. For
You're
it.
barely right, dude.
Barely
You're
right.
barely
That
right.
still means right, Benson.
Literally, the link you sent me said there's one place in the world where the gators and the crocs coexist, and it is the Everglades. It's not the motherfucking Gulf of Mexico. Okay, you're
saying.
going through rainforests and jungles, and you're swinging over vines, you're Tarzan, and just to get an opportunity to see them both together. Okay, it's not an easy find.
Can we start a donation fund for Benson to do ASMR?
I thought you were going to say to get him a webcam,
No, I don't
so we
wanna
can
see
see
his
him in
face.
his, in all of his glory.
Yeah, I want one of them little ear mics that the beautiful ladies of Twitch own.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
like you're a pop star like this. We can get you a strop. We can
You
get
see
you.
those like mics some ASMR girls hold that have like those
It's a
like
it's like a
robot ears
3D
on the side, dude.
It's like the 3D.
Oh yeah, with the the ears. Yeah,
They literally have ears on them. It looks like a bar with two robot ears, and they just
Benson,
like
we
rub them.
we could do a giveaway with that, and if you win the giveaway, you can get them.
yeah. And Benson's ASMR stream coming
It'd be
soon.
insane.
To
Put
a-
peanut
to
butter
a-
on that thing, dude. Have my dog lick it off, and you guys can do what you want to the sounds.
To a streaming platform near you.
What did we just talk? Like, hello?
Right, and like not to get too off topic.
I'm talking about the mic, dude. I'm
right,
right,
I
peanut
know.
butter on the mic, dude.
Right.
Don't turn this into something weird.
Right. Okay. So like, so we're gonna host a tournament, the Tarkov Dunkathon. I haven't queued up a picture for this. Which is annoying. Let me.
You're so professional, bro.
I'm so professional. Let me just queue up an image.
Please wait.
Please, yeah, just
Technical difficulties.
technical difficulties. Keep yourselves.
So what we were getting at, guys, was
sorry.
big ass tournament coming soon, big ass prize. Okay,
Hey, there's some
2080
smaller
Super.
prizes too.
All you have to do
We got
is
some.
kill
We got
the most motherfuckers you can in
3 hours.
hours.
yeah.
Okay.
In the top, what did we say? 10 people. We'll do another 3-hour session.
Yeah, so we're gonna do 3 hours for the pack to get as many kills as they want on a map that we choose, and then the top 10 will go do another 3 hours on
The
another
map that we choose? Are
that we
still
choose.
choosing the map?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
I
choose
thought it was
First
a.
map, they can choose the second one.
Gotcha. I'm just
the map of
making
their
sure I got the
choice,
story straight.
and then and they're basically
Then
gonna
a
duke
map
it
of our
out.
choice.
There's the only restrictions are no grenade launchers. No grenade launchers. That's it. But yeah, like anyone can enter. The only thing that you have to do is you got to stream it, and then you need like a moderator of your stream to put your results after each raid into a spreadsheet so that we can watch people live. So we'll be doing the same thing that Pestilly does. We'll be jumping in live to see people. So that's the Dunkathon.
And here's the thing. Okay, maybe you're new to streaming. Maybe you're just great at this game. You want to join. You don't have a moderator that'll watch 24/7. We're working out the details. You can take a screenshot in between raids and be your own moderator.
Yeah, you can moderate yourself if you want. If you know, like,
You know what I mean? It only takes a second. Hit the Windows key and print screen, and you have the screenshot, and just post it to the Discord between raids. Okay.
Plus, we can also like rotate around, and we could pop in and see what's going on every here and there too to the streams.
We'll be watching. We'll have
yeah,
our
you
UI
could have the
on.
spread. You can moderate yourself, put a screenshot, add, update the spreadsheet after each raid. But we were
No
going to have
labs,
it.
absolutely no labs.
Yeah, we're going to do it on the 7th of November. But we're thinking now that Cyberpunk's delayed, which we're going to talk about a little bit later, we're going to move it. We're not sure when it's going to be. We're going to work out who needs to be around.
Drop a Christmas bomb on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, and we're trying to get the word out. So if you know anyone that's good at Tarkov and wants a 2080 Super, then send them the link to the Dunkathon. I'll put it in chat now.
Look, you can
Is it
also
good?
be
For
a
those on
new player, too.
YouTube, it'll be in the description below.
Free to enter. Keep that in mind, boys.
Free
There's
to
no
enter.
reason not to. There's no reason not to.
And as
No,
Lunchbox has
not
been
to.
trying to say, there's also a couple of are they mechanical keyboards? Lunchbox, are they?
Yeah, they're Logitech G512 SE wire mechanical gaming keyboard with RGB backlighting.
Nice.
Whoa,
Whoa.
dude.
Couple of
Xander might want to jump in. Maybe
Holy
he won't just
shit.
sound like he's smashing his face off his keyboard all the time.
I mean, yeah, they're actually
what
fine now.
switches? What switches have we got on there? They're proprietary.
What was that?
What switches have we got on the
I don't know.
keyboards?
You're asking too many questions now.
They've got some
They
switches
click.
on them. They're
They're
mechanical.
mechanical.
They're mechanical.
Sweet.
RGB. So yeah, so second and third are gonna win those. So like we got some cool ass shit in the first
Good
tournament we're
prizes.
gonna host.
Good prize for a
to
free
be fair-
tournament too. Brother,
Yeah.
you're getting exposure out of this. You're chilling. You're having fun. You're gaming anyway. Are you not?
Oh,
Actually, to be fair,
I clicked
to
something
like-
that I shouldn't
No,
have
you
clicked.
changed it.
I clicked something. Sorry, my bad.
what Shell said, you know, you have to be good at Tarkov. Anyone could do it. If you are new to the game and want to just try it out, since it's free to play, just might as well enter. You could just have you could be on a heater that day, and you could just win it magically and be level 10. Doesn't matter.
Exactly, and like people like Landmark aren't going to be entering because they already have a graphics card that's as good as a 2080 Super, so they don't need one.
Yeah,
so
maybe
like,
better.
so you know, like this is a tournament for the
They
little
might
guy.
not be. Who knows though?
For the little guy, for the guys that need the fucking 2080 Superman, that's going to change their life. A fucking mechanical keyboard, a bit like their first mechanical keyboard. They're moving from a membrane and they're going mechanical. That's for you, boys. Awesome.
For you.
Also, me and Benson had talked about this, and so in the future we want to hold like a gaming Olympics. So it's going to be like 5 different games. And and you're gonna get different points like for different games, and then like the winner's gonna win.
Same
whatever.
teams, right? So you get let's say I'm good at Tarkov. My homie's good at League. Everyone's good at Fall Guys, right? Because it's the easiest game ever, right? So you have
Once.
but what 1v1 me then, dude. Let's see who gets a crown.
All right,
Real
man.
quick. Let's pause the podcast and we'll
No,
1v1.
we'll do it right after this podcast.
What I was getting at was you pick your team wisely, okay? 'Cause, I mean, you might sweep one game. You bring you and your Tarkov crew in. Whatever, you won one round. I'm gunning for you the next 2, okay? Because I'm good at Rocket League, and that's it. That's all I'm good at. You know what I mean? But you build your team accordingly, right?
Yeah,
It's gonna
exactly.
be fun. So you could be shit at one game, and you could be awesome at another.
Benson, question:
Yes, sir.
what if you shed all the games? Like that's my problem.
That's also my problem.
Good luck, homie.
Then you need to find a different team.
Good luck, dude. Because I'm coming for the W. I'm not gonna give you any breaks. Okay? I'm gonna stomp you into the ground if I can.
So we haven't worked out the details. Let's focus on the Dunkathon now, and then we'll do like the the
I just want to
Pick
let them
up
know that
nerds.
I'm gonna win that tournament. I want
game
to off
athlon,
rip.
the pick up nerds game athlon or something shit like that. But like we'll figure out the rules.
And there's gonna be a lot more in the future as well. Okay?
Exactly, yeah.
We're gonna be hosting a lot of tournaments.
So yeah, so get the word out. This stuff's gonna be in the details down below in the video for those of you on YouTube. Yeah, Dunkathon. Get in there. Tell your friends. Tell your mum, your dad, your brother, your sister, your uncle, your auntie
Tell
Jenny.
your kids, tell your wife.
Your long distance second cousin removed, Karen. Like tell them all. So yeah, we'll move on to something that's going to be a bit more interactive, so everyone can talk about it. So I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna introduce the topic, and then we'll let someone else talk for a little bit. So a hot topic of the week: State of Tarkov. Where do we want to start, boys? Xana, Lunchbox.
Well, I can start with saying that I haven't really played it since the new patch, and it's not even about the heavy bleeds that everybody was scared of. Just like. Not as much PvP, which I've gone into more now, like with the Kappa being done, I can actually enjoy the game in that sense. And if you do PvP, it's all like the flash shotguns, which just makes fighting unbelievably unfun. So I just haven't really enjoyed it. And I know Benson has his own experiences with the new patch, but at least with mine, that's mine.
Go ahead, Benson. Tell us about your experience with the new patch.
Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. I don't even want to talk about it, dude.
To be fair, you have really nothing to say, right? You haven't played.
If I'm allowed to play, I will.
Wait, we played the other night. I had a good
If
time.
the game will allow me to play, I would love to. Okay.
For those,
my experience with it thus far. Okay, I log on to the game. I go to the pregame lobby. I alt F4 because fuck no, you can't ready, and fuck no, you can't accept invites. You're a dumbass if you think you're playing. And I guess I'm the dumbass, okay? If I finally do get into a raid, brother, then I extract. Good luck healing and hitting next, dude. Because there's no nexting. There's no healing. Alt F4 again. And hold up. I played on release day for 4 hours. And guess how many PMC fights I had?
2.
Literally one the whole night.
Was it your own teammate?
If it's his own teammate, it means 2.
Literally one.
So we played the other night. That was my first time playing, and I didn't have any problems with the heavy bleed because I just got one tapped all the time. So if you die fast enough, you don't need to worry about it.
So I think
it's true. It's not a problem for everyone.
Exactly. It's only a problem for people that live.
So I'm just gonna throw some topics out there. This is the first one. Because when Tarkov wipes, everyone's on it. Everyone me. I was doing 24-hour streams. I was hitting it fucking hard, real hard. But what my question is, does all of that grinding on a wipe burn you out of Tarkov? Because I feel super burnt out on Tarkov.
Of course it does, dude. It burns you out very, very fast. But the wipe is fun for what, 3 weeks?
Probably
maybe 4.
Let's say a month.
All right. And you get burnt out very, very fast, dude.
But I was even having
get your Kappa. I mean, it's not gonna be fun, right? Shots fired.
I had fun even after I got my Kappa, but it was a month after I got my Kappa, I was starting to burn out.
Here's my thing, dude. I don't want to say a little. I'm very sour from the recent update, so I'm biased as fuck. But if I actually think back, dude, and when it wipes, dude, it had me until this last update. You know what I mean? I was playing every day, 6+ hours a day, until they said, fuck you, you can't play, bitch, good luck next time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I just, I got my Kappa about 2 weeks now, 3 weeks ago. Whether it was cheese or not on some of the quests, Greg will debate that one.
I'm not debating, it's a fact.
That's a fact. But in reality, after that, after the hard grind, the hard push I did for the last 2 weeks, I haven't really played since then. I maybe got on 3 days, and just haven't really enjoyed it as much, which is, I guess, partly due to the patch, partly due to kind of getting burnt out, but it's there.
I like the wipes. I think they need to happen more often.
I agree. I think this whole it's been almost 6 months, right?
I think half that time is good. You know what I mean? I think 3, maybe 4 months is fine to wipe.
It needs to be. It needs to. They usually do it on like a vacation of like school or whatnot. Like, like it could happen Christmas break. Like all the college kids are home and they don't have anything to do besides play. But,
don't hold it to that. We don't know for sure. We're just.
That's a example. But I'm also a big fan of playing with Five Guys because it's just no one cares. We're having like
the burger joint.
Yeah, like when
unlimited fries.
Yeah,
I
love those Five Guys. Yeah.
Oh God, you guys. There's even Five Guys in the UK.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing about it, dude. I love playing solo. I love playing duo even more. Right? When you start 5-manning, you're getting about that point where you're starting to burn out, and you're just doing it for fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can say that. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was like, I could agree with that because I know at the beginning of the patch I was doing a lot of duos and stuff like that. I don't like to play solo. That's just with any game. But like towards the end, we were starting 5-manning and just like very carefree, just doing it for the fun, not worrying about what happens, and then being like, I guess like the casual weekend warrior, we're just running into fights head first for absolutely no reason because you just wanted to. So.
Yeah, man. Since I stopped playing, I noticed I have so much more money. Like, when I just, like, play the odd raid every few days, I don't even collect my bitcoins anymore. That's how burned out and done with Tarkov I am until the next wipe, I think. But, so, I think what everyone's alluded to quite a lot is that the patch added a ton of bugs. Like, it added some content, but it added more bugs than content. And like, the mechanics that so that's point one. Which, I don't want to burn BSG because these guys work super hard, and they're planning a ton of hot fixes and patches that I've seen on Twitter that they're acknowledging that there's some problems with this latest patch, and they've got some, in the coming days they're gonna be fixing that. But I think, and I want to use that to segue into I really want to love Tarkov, but I think BSG are making it really hard to love Tarkov right now.
I agree 100%, dude.
Because of the added bugs,
100%,
and they're just removing the fun out of the game. First we had the weight system, then the heavy bleeds. Like, how much stuff do you need to take into raid with you that when you get one tapped 30 seconds into the raid, that you have to spend loading up onto a new fucking loadout,
Oh, here's the thing, dude. Getting one tapped is one thing. That happens to the best of us, whatever. You know what I mean? But, imagine those close fight situations. You just fucking dunked on a 5-man in Resort, right? And you took some good damage. You barely made it out alive. Before you could duck and heal, today, your heavy bleed will kill you anyway. You just traded with a 5-man. You left a bunch of loot for the scab to walk in and take. You know what I mean?
But you gotta remember the game's still in beta, right?
Oh yeah, you gotta remember that. No complaining. Beta testers can't test and give their experiences.
Doesn't feel like a game in beta though, does it?
But I feel like they fix everything. They're very open to listening to the community, and they'll get their shit together.
Very open to some of their community.
I think they like. Look, I want regular patches, but I want regular patches that don't add 10 more bugs to the game.
Yeah,
Lucid makes a good point here, dude. The fucking stutters and rubber banding hurts so bad, dude. This feels like Tarkov a year ago, dude. I haven't had stutters in probably about a year.
See, but you said,
and if I launch this game right now and play, dude, it's stuttering terribly. I mean, take one step up and 2 steps back, brother. That's what this update feels like.
And like the issue is, like, she also mentioned they brought content. The content they're bringing to the table right now is not even that good, right? Like I said, the heavy bleeds. Like, last patch was grenade launchers, which kind of
shitty shotgun that also ruins the game.
I mean,
so it's like,
God, sorry.
No, just like this. There's like this added content is like not the best content to be adding to make the game enjoyable again. Like, even so, like, sometimes we'll play through the bug. We're kind of used to it at this point. But the game itself, at that point, the gameplay is not even that fun to even warrant struggling to get into the game to play in the first place.
Yeah.
I mean, that shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't be a problem to hit ready and start the game. It shouldn't be a problem to hit play.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They've added the ability to see your teammates in the lobby. Ooh. If you can get
you
can get into a lobby.
Yeah.
But, you know, I actually like that a lot because you could see like you know what they're looking at before you get in, not join in and be like,
it's cool.
No, I think that's a good fix. I'll add.
But like like you said, we had a lot of rubber banding last time, and they fixed it, right? So it went away. It came back. They'll fix it, and it's gonna get better. Don't you worry, Benson. Don't worry.
I hope it will, dude.
I hope so too. But I think they're selling copies in the thousands. You know, like every time they have a sale, there's an influx of new players, and that's nothing but a good thing. But I think if you look at the levels of a lot of the players that you're fighting against, you know, it's not the high-ranking players that you see. It's mostly like newer players, you know, that the game's still fresh for them. Whereas like, you know, like I think that one of the biggest problems is like this like kind of late wipe kind of meta. Like everybody's running, like, you know, the other than the little guys who are the newer guys, everyone else is running like, you know, level 5, level 6 armor, helmets, guns with ammo that's gonna one tap you through most helmets. The time to kill is really short. You know, Tarkov's a punishing game, but I feel like this later
equalizer. All right. You get iron sights and hit a good shot with some good ammo and down them.
Yeah.
Hold on, Bryce made a good point here.
Okay.
Right, with the fucking stutters and just the overall feel of the game. And he says he has a high-end PC. Imagine people with lesser PCs, dude.
Exactly.
This game is terribly optimized, dude. Very, very poorly optimized, dude. You could have a not quite a potato, but you could have a older gaming PC and play COD, play a lot of good FPSs, right?
People have a lot of problems with.
You have a good, decent PC, and Tarkov will still give you trouble, you know.
And yeah, also
maybe it's a small team, dude. What do you mean? You know what I mean? You see their views on Twitch; they're making so much money. You know what I mean? Don't give me the small team bullshit. There's a lot to it. It's probably the most in-depth game I've ever played. So give them a little leeway there. But they're making insane money.
The problem is like, I'm going to defend them a little bit here. Like, that, yes, they're a small team, and people are like, well, they've got all this money. Why don't they just make the team bigger? Like, it's very hard to scale an organization and get the right talent that has the right, because you can't add too many people to a team, right? Because like your team members have got to train up the new team members, and they've got to teach them what they know, and then they're not going to be doing as much work. So if you take on too many employees at once, your productivity goes down because your new guys are getting taught the ropes, so to speak, and it takes probably 6 to 12 months to get an employee from, you know, fresh off, like even an employee with the right skills to get taken fresh off the, you know, employment line and fucking bring them into the company and make them into an employee, and your productivity is going to drop in that 6 to 12 months. So, and if you take on too many team members and you take on, like, you know, like there's the skill pool as well, right? So like if you're in, where are these guys? They're in St. Petersburg, aren't they? I think that's where they are. Like, there's only a certain pool of resources that in that area, right? Like, yeah, maybe you can get someone to relocate, but largely you're gonna be tapping into the talent pool of that area. They're probably gonna need to speak Russian, which probably a lot of the people that they interview are. And you know that they've got once that, and you're also competing with other organizations in the same area competing for the same talent pool, so you've got to have competitive wages. You know, like you might just be scraping the barrel sometimes if you're hiring too much, and you might just hire someone that's not very good. Then they're going to be a waste of time. They're not going to be very productive. You're going to have to get rid of them. There's a lot of complications about getting the right employees, getting them to the right skill level, and then getting them to be productive. So scaling a small team is difficult. So I like to defend BSG in that respect, but I think what is not acceptable is rushing out patches because you haven't done a patch in a while with a shit ton of bugs that are just going to piss everyone off.
And like also to bring it back to the game side, like kind of like we were talking about before, you know, some people like this, some people don't. It's probably better for the newer player, but they added the loot pools to like the stashes now.
Oh yeah,
people are coming out with like level 5 gear easily. Like, you know, everyone's coming out with like 3-4 helmets. They found Altons inside a stash and stuff. So it's like,
yeah, that's nice.
A gear is not really that hard to make it, like to find. So it's like not even that much of a challenge to get, you know, come in actually like loaded. You get good ammo now from all the stashes and stuff, like 995. You find M61, M62. So it's like not even like the game is not making it a little bit easier, which helps like the newer players, but like also hurts them too, right? So
I mean, I agree. I love the dynamic loot, making the loot more dynamic. You know what I mean? I love that you could grab a stash, search a stash, and get a fucking nice helmet. Grab the next one with a nice face shield, right? You could find a whole decent armor. And
I found a trooper in there, yeah.
Right? You find a trooper out of a stash. You come in with a P.A.C.A, being a little guy, swap to a trooper just for searching a stash, dude. That's insane.
That's pretty cool.
Know?
Yeah,
I agree.
I like that. I don't want I like hotspots, right? Resorts should be a hotspot, you know, but it shouldn't be like the only place you can go in a map.
Yeah.
Like, it's like customs, for example. Adding the more dynamic loot has changed the way you play customs. Before it was dorms or nothing, right?
Yeah.
You either dunk on some noobs, just roaming the map, or you go dorms. And if dorms is empty, or you get the loot out of dorms, you leave immediately, right? Now you could search crack house, you could search streamer building. I don't know what the main call out for that is, the one with the green screen. You could go around the back of dorms and search those stashes. You could get out very fat with little contests, little hardly fighting, right? You could avoid fights and get very thick. Or you could go and gear up with the stashes, get your bag full of loot, and then if you see an idiot, kill him. Right?
But it's also nice when they added all those new buildings that it wasn't just, you know, go right to dorms. Go right
definitely
to here,
open
go
up
right
the map.
there.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
for sure.
So-
You're not funneled into lots of choke points.
Just like you said, like resort is basically the only place you go on Shoreline, right? There's no real other place to hit besides maybe Bank by gas station.
They make Sanitar.
town.
Yeah, they make Sanitar spawn on the pier now.
But they have so much like room on that map to make more, like make another building basically.
Yeah.
So maybe
Yeah.
that's the next thing they do.
I think for sure, like Streets of Tarkov, I'm super excited for. Don't get me wrong.
I'm not.
It'd be great if it came with a wipe.
I'm even excited for the expansion on Woods. Like I've learned to enjoy Woods
I
just
love
right,
Woods.
and then like
That's the aim.
opening it up to add more, you know, spots for Sturman, and just in general, I'm sure you can actually find loot there. Not that like I go to Woods to find loot, but like you can actually make it so you don't just like run to a rock and just get sniped.
They need to add more loot for sure.
Well, they could add more like I guess Woods is Woods, but they could add
I hope
more,
they
like,
add.
underground bunkers and stuff.
From what I understand, it's a big expansion.
It's like 1.5 size. Like it's
Oh,
almost
really?
half, like, doubling
So
the size.
I hope this 0.5 is adding like, you know, random buildings that have a lot of loot or a lot of stashes or something that makes it like worthwhile. Yeah, something that gives you a reason to play Woods other than like I'm bored, I want to snipe, or I need to kill Sturman for this task.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, like my
But
guess
buildings might be the wrong thing because some of the appeal is how open it is, right?
Yeah, but they could just do like an underground bunker system, like how they have like the 3 there now.
Something to
something
spice
like
it
that.
up. Something
Like,
to spice it up.
my guess is they're gonna cut the lake in half almost and have a building around it, so it's one big circular map.
With just like a big lake in the middle.
Well, yeah, I mean they already have that now, except it's just cut off, so they could add around it.
Dude, Benson, you could take your inflatable raft out there, go fishing. You know, and get
Hell yeah,
in his
dude.
fucking boat.
Oh yeah, Lucid says he found a slick and exfil and stashes today,
Yeah.
dude. That's insane, dude.
He didn't survive, but it was cool that he found it.
Did he not survive?
Right? Yeah, I mean, if he just came out, that's it's almost a 1 mil raid just from that one stash.
Come up, dude. A gigantic come up.
Yeah, just what, 600,000? Exfo's like 100, so you're like making 700 on that.
More now. I think so.
Imagine coming in naked. You know what I mean? And then you got select exfil all of a sudden, and now you could challenge something, right? It makes the way you play, the variety. It gives you better variety, right? You don't have to come in thick. Maybe you'll find an armor. Maybe you'll find a TV rig.
Yeah, but
maybe you'll find something that's worth a shit, and then you could get going.
What it does is
good. That good.
Okay, what it does is it makes like the Zero to Hero runs a little bit more fun and more not easier, but I guess more accessible to do.
Yeah, but it also doesn't force you to go inside now. You can go loot the outside and rat around. You can hit a stash that has, like you said, a exfil and a slick, and then maybe you get ballsy, then you go in. So now you're playing with house money. Who
was it that said that a good competition for us to run would be a Zero to Hero competition? Someone said that. Was it one of you?
We talked about it, but it's hard to police if you don't have a fresh wipe account.
Yeah,
it's not really easy to do.
That one you need to have someone streaming and like at least sharing in Discord, and we could watch at that point.
But like we could talk to BSG because like what Pestilli did is he gave away loads of trial accounts for the 100 people. I think he got those from BSG.
Yeah, that's down the road.
But that would be cool.
That'd be dope. That'd be sick.
That'd be more fun.
So do we think we've talked enough about Tarkov?
I think we said what we kind of needed to say, what's going on right now, and our thoughts.
Okay.
I think we should play Tarkov tonight, guys.
Yeah, I don't mind playing some Tarkov.
Nah,
kind of hyped for it now after we've talked about it.
Do it tomorrow. I can't play tonight.
No, we're doing it tonight. We don't like you.
Yikes.
Okay, so one thing I wanted to talk about, and I know like you guys aren't as interested in this as me, and I'm going to flash it up now, is the Cyberpunk delay. So, CD Projekt Red, I'm not going to read all of this, but they're basically going to move the release date by 21 days to December the 10th. They're trying to prepare 9 versions, which is the Xbox One, Xbox X, One X, compatibility for the Xbox Series S, X, PS4, PS4 Pro, compatibility on the PS5, PC, and Stadia. So they're working on 9 versions. So they're basically saying they're having some problems. This follows the news recently that they have mandatory crunch, so people are working 6 days a week right now. Some people are, happy about this. Some people aren't happy about this. CD Projekt Red are getting a lot of fire. They said they weren't going to force crunch. They said there weren't going to be any more delays. They're now forcing crunch, and there's delays. And basically, CD Projekt Red are kind of coming under fire a little bit. I think. So I got two minds. I'm in two minds over this, and I'm going to kind of talk about both sides of it. So I think crunch is inevitable in gaming to get games out, especially when generally games don't delay. Cyberpunk's now had 3 delays, I think. Okay, right, go.
Generally, they don't.
What's a Stadia? I've never heard of that in my life.
I had 2 questions.
All right, okay. So Stadia is like you don't need to buy the game and you don't need to run the game on your PC. You kind of stream the game to your PC. It's one of those platforms where like you stream games from the platform and you don't have to use your own hardware. So if you got a shit PC, then you just stream the game as long as you can.
Horrible.
Here's what I'm saying, dude. Just like Stadia,
right?
Cyberpunk is not ready.
Okay? You need to buy the game still. Apparently.
Stadia, you stream it. You stream your game, right? So imagine you're like watching Twitch, but you're playing, and there's a fucking 3-second delay, dude. Right? So you're going at it, and you're clueless of what actually is going on. You know what's going on 3 seconds from now.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
There's been a lot of different iterations of this streaming games for people that have got bad PCs, but you need a really good internet connection to make it work. So there's been a lot of iterations of them. I've never used Stadia, so I can't talk about how good Stadia is. But
I tried the Xbox, Microsoft's version of it.
yes,
right. You play on
right?
like Chrome. You play on any browser. You just Bluetooth your Xbox controller to it, dude. And the delay is insane.
Yeah,
dude.
it sounds horrible.
It's
$60 to
insane.
buy the game.
Like, let's say just 1 second. Imagine you're watching your game be played 1 second behind. And you're trying to keep up with it. Imagine that with any game. Imagine that with Tarkov, right? You hear a motherfucker next to you, right? You turn, you're already dead, dude. You're lucky if you got to hear him. You know what I mean? A full second. Let's say you hear a guy, 1 Mississippi, and then that's where he's at. He's already a second ahead of you. So he heard you a second ago. You're not turning on him. Imagine that with League. You go to gank a lane, dude, and your opponent literally sees you 1 full second before you show. Okay, you run out of the bush, 1 Mississippi, and that's where he's at, you know?
I agree. I think it's stupid. However, also, Cyberpunk.
It's a good concept. It's a good concept.
Cyberpunk's not coming out to 2077. Just get over it. Chelsea, you'll be long gone by then because you're like 93 right now. So.
Right, so I'm looking up a PC article. Here we go. Right, so we're not talking 1 second here. So I have some stats here. Like I don't want to go down a Stadia rabbit hole, but basically, local PC 1080p Destiny 2, 83 millisecond input latency. Stadia.
Bullshit.
No, that's local PC, dude. That's not Stadia. Local PC, 83 milliseconds of input lag. Stadia PC, 1080p, 150. So it's like double, but we're talking 150 milliseconds. We're not talking a second.
So add those.
What do you mean add those? No, they're saying...
You have your native 85 plus an extra 150.
No,
so it's at 225?
No.
Plus another like 70.
Yeah.
So 220? 150?
No, it's 150 is the delay.
Total, not
150 total, yeah. And
in
4K,
have you actually played Destiny? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the Microsoft is way behind Google somehow, but I feel like Microsoft has a little more understanding of what goes on with PCs and PC gaming. I could be wrong.
I think Google...
I could be wrong.
Google have the smartest people on the planet working for them. And so, you know, like, if they're going to get it right, they're going to get it. But anyway, I don't want to shit on...
Google higher that Microsoft can.
I don't want to shit on Stadia because, like, you know... But whatever. It's a platform,
I'm just curious.
platform for people with not very good PCs. What was the other question you had?
I don't remember. It's not worth
going back to Cyberpunk. It's not getting released.
It's not getting released. But so let's talk about crunch. So crunch is, you know, gaming industry. Like they said they weren't going to do it, but like gamers as a whole are pissed off when a game gets released and it's buggy as fuck, right? Look how we were pissed off with the Tarkov patch, right?
You're better off delaying it, right?
Exactly. So these guys want to make it perfect, right? So you can't get all up in arms like, oh, they're making them work 6 days a week. But let's be real here. Every employee at fucking CD Projekt Red has a clause in their contract which gives them a revenue share of what Cyberpunk makes. So every single one of those people that are making that product and are part of that product's success will get a piece of the prize. So, like, you know, they're getting rewarded for all of the... They're also getting the overtime for the extra hours they put in, and they're getting revenue share of the game, which is probably going to be the game of the decade. You know, we might be wrong. You know, game of the year, game of the decade, whatever. So, and they want to make it perfect.
We might.
You know, I think it's going to be amazing. I don't know. I've watched a lot of stuff.
I've heard this before. I've heard it time and time again. The first time I heard it was with what's that game called where you explore the universe and shit?
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
But No Man's Sky is good now. Okay. No Man's Sky is good
then
now.
I heard it's not like life-changing good like it was scheduled to be. Okay. And here, not game of anything, not game of the week good, dude. There's better games released this week that were better. Here's my second point. Star Citizen, dude. Enough said. Just the name. Star Citizen win? Win, though?
Star Citizen. You want to tell us about it?
Ambition? What? Very ambitious game. Hold on. When's it coming? Another delay? Hold on. We'll get it next month, right? Bro, this bitch started development like 10 years ago. And it's going to be a great game, just like Cyberpunk. Here's where I'm at. I might pre-order it on my 40th birthday. And I'm turning 31. I'm turning 31 on Thursday.
All right. I think... Have you ever played The Witcher 3, Benson?
Yes, sir.
How was it?
It's good.
Would you play it? Like, would you replay it?
Yeah.
It was like a one and done kind of game.
I'm an unpopular opinion. Okay, so you don't want to ask me that.
I've watched people play it, and it looks great. But
because Skyrim, I played once for like 3 hours, and I didn't tickle my fancy.
Skyrim's like more of like an older,
do what you want.
Yeah,
fuck all this bullshit.
Cyberpunk seems to be the same way. It seems like an open world, right, Chelsea?
Yeah.
It's more like a Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, but Keanu.
So about a year ago, I played Outer Worlds, and Outer Worlds was great.
Fuck is Outer Worlds?
Outer Worlds is the people that made Fallout New Vegas. The guys that made Fallout New Vegas for Bethesda, they're called Obsidian, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Obsidian. They're called Obsidian, and they made their own. They went
Good game.
Outer Worlds was really good, and like the FPS combat mechanics weren't the best. Some of the but like the overall the story was great. The RPG elements were really well thought out. The combat mechanics could have done with a bit of work, but for their first ever game, it was amazing. I really enjoyed Outer Worlds, and I think
what was the first ever game?
Obsidian.
Outer Worlds.
Didn't you just say Obsidian made Fallout New Vegas?
No, the guys from Fallout New Vegas.
Oh, yeah, they parted. Well, it's the same people. You can't count it as a first time, let's go.
Oh, no.
These motherfuckers got some experience.
No, but the first time that they made a game for themselves, their own studio, their own direction, their own IP. So, like, they weren't using someone else. They weren't using Bethesda's IP and have scripted the way that they... And apparently, like...
But people knew... at least people in the industry knew where they came from.
Yeah, but in terms of
right, so it wasn't brand new. It wasn't like Joe Schmo's Gaming.
No. But what I'm saying is like they were like Fallout New Vegas is critically acclaimed to be the best Fallout that was ever made, and it was made by Obsidian for Bethesda, and then they went and made Outer Worlds for themselves. And it was a great game. I really enjoyed. The story was immense, and there was a DLC recently. I haven't played it, but there was a DLC recently. I think Cyberpunk is going to be similar to, but better than Outer Worlds. It's the combat mechanics look really, really good. It's open world. The Night City looks amazing, and a lot of the detail that they've put.
Here's where I'm coming from, man. Here's where I'm coming from. They made a great Fallout space game, right? They did their thing. They did what they're best at. And what are they best at? Single player games, right?
They made Fallout 1 as well.
And Fallout 1 and 2 and New Vegas, whatever. Awesome single player games, dude. But today, are you playing a single player game and loving it, dude? It's all about the online experience.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I'm a multiplayer game.
It's fun. It's fun. I'll sit in the dark. I'll play it myself. I'll fucking jerk off in between missions and shits, and someone's watching. You know? But holy shit.
I'm gonna play the fuck out of it. I'm gonna do like the longest. I'm gonna try and have the
You'll play the fuck out of it
longest
for a month,
stream on.
Right?
Yeah.
And then what else is there to do?
Well, so they're adding multiplayer elements. They're coming in probably 2021, 2022,
Yeah,
probably 2022.
I'd be surprised if the game's out by then.
Fucking hell. So, like, but anyway, like, I think it's going to be a great game. It's got hopefully it's got lots of replayability.
It's going to be fun on release day.
I'm going to smash the fuck out of it on release day. I'm
hopefully
going to do the longest stream on Twitch. It's going to be longer than anyone's stream. I'm going to go for as many hours as I can go for until I fall asleep in my chair, boys. I'm going for it. So,
Chaz, I got a question.
And I already pre-ordered my copy like a month ago.
I can't wait for that day, dude.
Go on, Xana. What are you?
So, take your bias out of your love for Cyberpunk out of this question. No, seriously. Seriously.
Oh boy.
So I've seen this. Like this is like the speculation, the rumor around it. And I know they're totally different games, but I've seen a lot of people say they delayed Cyberpunk because it's so close to a Call of Duty release. Do you think that has anything to do with it? Because they can really say why they're delaying it for whatever reason. They don't have to be honest.
Yeah. I heard that. Like, there may be some, like, they're delaying it so that people have got the highest, the best graphics cards or whatever. But I think, like, given the series of events, like, because I think you told me this about the delays close, it's close to COD Black Ops and that they want to space it out or whatever. I don't think they're fucking scared about COD Black Ops, bro. I don't think someone's gonna say, do I buy Black Ops or do I buy Cyberpunk, because they're very different genres. I don't think it's gonna eat any of the market. If the way that it got delayed from April to September, then September to November, and then November to December, that they weren't gonna have forced crunch. They've now got forced crunch. Everybody's working 6-day weeks. The COVID, the pandemic's got something to do with the people working from home don't have as much productivity as people working in the office. Who would have known?
I feel the opposite. I feel the opposite.
You're wrong, Benson.
Yeah, like
I feel the opposite.
You work from home. You're watching YouTube for the first 3 hours of the day. You might answer a couple of emails. You jerk off at fucking lunchtime. Order some food in.
Who doesn't jerk off at lunchtime, whether you're in the office or not? Is there a bathroom? Does it have a lock?
Up on the sofa. Have a little afternoon nap.
You do, right?
Dude.
I do not.
I am probably the 10% of my productivity when I work from home, unless I'm working on my own stuff, right?
I agree.
Okay, I feel like you're the minority, brother.
No, I am definitely not, dude.
If you have, say, a project to do, right? You're just sitting there, like, oh, I have all day to do this. Let me go walk my dog. Let me go play with the kids. Let me go do this. You have so many more distractions at home.
Facebook, Twitter, fucking.
We go do one
right.
thing.
No, we're talking quality over quantity, right?
No, we're talking about if I'm sitting at
no. This is what I'm talking about. You have that one project to do. You rush through it, fucking super hungover. Like, fuck this, grabbing a donut on the way. Half the time you're just typing random letters into a Word document, pretending you're working and shit. At home, you're chilling, you're vibing, you're doing your thing, right? You're burning one down. You might grab some wine. You know what I mean? And you're focusing on this shit.
Is the donut running out of your house a life experience you've had, Benson? Because it sounded too real.
It doesn't sound like Benson runs.
Whoa, dude.
Sorry, big guy.
Come on, man. All right, I got a story real quick.
Go
okay?
on,
Oh boy, is this part of wait?
I just want to explain. I just want to explain the origin story behind Big Guy. Okay. So my daughter was trying me recently. Okay, and when it initially came up, I was watching Ridiculousness, dude, and this fucker like launched off this ramp and he like fell on his head, and I'm like, shit, I bet I could make that jump. And my daughter was like, you think so? I'm like, my daughter is 4. Okay. So she said, you think so? I'm like, yeah, I used to ride BMX back in the day. And she's like, Papa, you'd break the bike. Okay. And this is where this started. So the next morning, dude, I'm fixing a fucking air vent on my roof. You know what I mean? Like
on your ceiling.
Yeah, on my ceiling indoors, right? So I got like a screwdriver out and shit. I tried with the screwdriver. I'm like, yo, this shit's not working. I grab a drill. And my daughter comes upstairs. She's like, I'll be your helper. I'm like, hell yeah. You know, I got the drill plugged in. I'm going. I'm like, sweetie, can you go grab me the step stool? It's downstairs in the kitchen. And she's like, oh, of course. Right. She runs down, grabs it, dude. She's like halfway up the stairs and she goes, are you sure you want to stand on this, big guy? Like innocent as all hell, you know? And I'm like, what are you trying to say? And she's like getting a little tripped up. She's like, yeah, I'm just saying, are you sure you want to stand on this? Yeah, I'm just saying, are you sure you want
It's funny because whenever a kid says something, it's, you know, it's their honest opinion. It's not like it's watered down or anything. They don't have a filter like some people.
That's what I'm saying. She tried to like, she put on like that voice, like, are you sure you want to stand on this, big guy? Yeah, they're trying to be super sweet about it. That's when I realized I was fat.
This is a good segue into Benson's rantathon. So are you ready, Benson?
I was born ready, dude.
All right, well, let's just play. Let me just play the. So we got Benson's rantathon. Give it a minute. This worked before, by the way.
Bryce knows.
Benson's rantathon.
There we go. All right, off you go, big guy. Tell us about your Tarkov experiences recently.
Let me paint you a picture, dude. Okay, you found this. Here's where I came from. Okay, I played Sea of Thieves. It was a fun game, right? It was fun pirating around and shit, right? Learning the ropes, dude. And then all of a sudden, I knew I could ruin someone's day because it took hours and hours to get anything done, right? So I'd find a bitch at spawn, I'd crawl on his ship, dude, and I'd sit there for 4 or 5 plus hours and just watch him doing stuff. Watch him doing fucking the forts. Watch him dunking on kids. Watch him doing everything, dude. And these motherfuckers start partying when they're pulling up to sell shit, dude. They have emotes, there's grogs, they're drinking beers, they're playing instruments, right? They're so happy about it. All of a sudden, a motherfucker crawls up that was hiding under the table. Boom, they're anchored, they're stopped, they can't move. Boom, I kill 2 of them, right? Then my boy pulls up in the ship behind him, okay? Drops cannonballs into him, he's sunk, and I'm selling his shit, right? Then I heard about this sweet game called Tarkov. Damn, I could sell someone's loot? That's sick in Sea of Thieves. But hold up. You're saying I could steal their guns and shit too? And leave them just hopeless? Bitch, I'm playing, okay? And I spend a few thousand hours building up, right? Learning the ropes, learning the maps, right? I start dunking on kids. It's fun as fuck. Hold up. Then I log in one day. I click ready, bro, and it doesn't search. Nothing happens. Literally nothing happens when I click ready. Okay, let me get my boy in. He'll invite me, right? Get him in Discord. I sent you an invite. What the fuck? I didn't get it. So I have to close this motherfucker out after spending a couple thousand hours learning the ropes just so I could ruin a bitch's day. Okay, I cannot even start a game or join a game. Cool, great. So I can't even back out and quit. Alt F4. That's the only... Oh, don't get me started, dude. I feel like a motherfucker found a diamond on the floor. This is how I feel about Tarkov, dude. Maybe they built a diamond, right? They built the biggest, beautifulest diamond they could ever build, okay? And then they gave it to a motherfucker and was like, where would this bitch look good? Right? And they stuck it in their work boot and was like, yeah, it might look good when I'm walking. Motherfucker steps out of his house, steps on a pile of shit, bro. You're the most beautiful diamond in the world. He could barely leave his house, bro. You know what I mean? It's insane, dude. It blows my motherfucking mind how brain dead a motherfucker can be, dude. Oh, holy shit, dude. So then I finally get in, right? Finally, after all that foreign for a fucking hour, finally fucking Zach invites me. He's like, I could see you. You're doing a cool new reload animation. Oh, sick, dude. Hit ready. Let's go. I don't give a fuck about a bullshit animation. All right, so I get in, slaughter shit, get it, right? And we get out. What do I do next? Can I click next? Fuck no. Fuck you and thinking next should go to the next screen. It's insane how fast you could break something, dude. This motherfucking Tarkov is a glass cup in a fucking idiot's hands, dude. Yeah, the idiot just tripped, dude, and it's smashed.
Benson, you alright, bud? You need like wanna check your blood pressure and everything?
So like, I think that this is a good segue into. We've been playing a lot of League of Legends, right? Between us. Oh, lunch. Like, look at this. Even the talk, even saying the word League of Legends, and he's already tilted, man. Look at him. He's already tilted.
Just rubs me the wrong way every time I play it. Like, oh, remember this guy? You're a support, so it's always on the support's fault, right? The ADC just dies. It's your fault. He dies. The jungle.
You're shit support.
Oh my god, Ben!
It's
fucking.
I'm sorry. I'm still in my rant mindset. Let me chill for a sec.
I like. It's a very toxic community. Let's say that. I guess, especially in solo queue.
I was watching one of the biggest streamers play. I won't say the name because it's hysterical.
Blitzcrank?
No, he's actually my new favorite person to watch. But
I love Blitzcrank, dude. I can't believe
Tyler
he stole my idea 10 years ago.
He was playing. He was jungling today, and you know, as a jungle does, they sometimes carry, they sometimes speed. You know, it's a little bit of both. And every time he either got killed or like the bottom lane died, he would just flame them. If the bottom dies, they die. If they die 5 times, don't go there, right? It's basically over. But as a person, just always fucking flaming, and you're that good, and like have 8,000, 10,000 people watching you, shouldn't you just want to be like better so the community isn't shit?
Yeah. Well, Tyler 1 got banned, didn't he? And then he like redeemed himself. Like he was like
banned for flaming.
He was one of the most toxic people in League of Legends. Tyler 1, like years ago. And they banned him. He was banned for like a year or something, I think, or something. Right? Am I just talking shit?
He was very banned for a while.
I was watching this.
He got kicked out of the. He got legit banned from Riot.
Yeah,
for,
yeah.
I think a year.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm surprised all these people don't get banned. They just like curse, and I mean, I'm assuming people know who they are, so they don't.
Oh, here we go. He was
from Twitch.
He was ranked. He was ranked 14th on NA League of Legends ladder in 2014, and his stream had a modest following until 2016. Was better known as the League of Legends community of toxic behavior shown on stream, which included personally attacking others, encouraging players to commit suicide, and intentionally losing the game to the detriment of his teammates. This behavior eventually led to a permanent ban of 22 unique accounts over several years.
But that just shows you it right there.
Yeah, 2016 he was banned.
If you're, flaming someone so much that they even think about self-harm, it's just the worst place to be, right?
Here's what I want to say about that. And don't get me wrong, dude.
So he was banned for just over a year.
He was, right?
Yeah.
People are way too sensitive these days, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree. No one would last in Modern Warfare 2 lobbies.
It's insane how sensitive people are lately, dude. It blows my mind. You know what I mean? Like, if you have some siblings, you know what I mean? Whether it's a brother or a sister, dude, your brother or sister will call you way worse things than you'll ever hear out in public. You know, just calling someone like a silly nanny is like too much.
Yeah, people are
insane,
very
dude.
precious about their they have big egos on the internet, right? Let's say that.
They're all keyboard warriors. They get someone else comes at them and they're like, "Oh no, please stop!"
Until Benson says to them, "Are you gonna say that shit to my face?"
Bitch.
And then they go, "Yeah, big guy."
I can't wait, dude. I literally, dude, I've been saving every penny for months, dude. Waiting for a motherfucker that dares to try me, dude. And I'm gonna fly him out. I'm gonna put him in the best hotel I could afford, dude. And I'm gonna tell him to come over for drinks, dude. And we're gonna have a few shots. We're gonna have fun. And I'm gonna ask him, like, hold up, what'd you say about me September 3rd in a League of Legends match? And if he says I forgot, if he says he forgot, bro, I'm gonna hold the transcript up in his face and I'm gonna say, read this out loud. And whether he does or not, dude, I'm swinging.
Punch him in the face.
Whether he does or not, dude. And I already started a fund for his hospital bill.
Man, you better start getting some more subs.
All right, so I want one more section. All right, well, let's segue away from League. Yeah, these guys are all giving me Zeds in the chat about League. You know. All right, boys, we know you don't like League. All right,
crazy. Dude.
So we can't
wait for it to just.
One more set.
Oh man, I'm gonna have a limo pick him up at the airport.
Benson, this could have been part of your rant.
Maybe next week's rant, right? So we got. Let's hopefully the sound works this time.
The Puncast Pun of the Week.
We got the Puncast Pun of the Week, boys.
Let's go.
So basically, what we want you to do, we want you don't have to do it now.
There's
I'm going
the
to post
lunchbox section.
I'm going to post this on YouTube. I want comments in the comment section below with your funniest puns, and you can reply to someone else's pun and add your own pun, and we'll add the big pun off.
Grow with it. And Lunchbox is going to show you an example of right now.
I mean, it's not really a pun, but my favorite thing so far via the chat has been Whiskey Fishing, if he's still here, saying that he had 5 guys once in Paris, and Benson answering, "Man, I could only get 2 or 3 guys locally here." That's honestly been my favorite thing so far.
Fucking got him, dude. That was pretty.
Were you walking like a cowboy the next day, Whiskey?
I don't know. He was definitely riding like a curl girl that night, though.
5 guys in Paris once. Damn, I could only find 2 or 3 locally.
So yeah, comment section below, puns, pun-offs, the punniest puns of all time for the Puncast. And we'll get some winners on there next week.
Whether it's a joke you heard from your grandpa or just something that happened in passing.
Well, it's like dad jokes, all of them. All of them are good.
Or anything. Yeah, my dad's funny. I'm having my dad on the podcast one of these nights, dude.
Yeah?
You think I'm funny?
No one thinks you're funny, Benson.
If you did.
Everyone in the chat, if you think Benson's funny, put a 1.
But if he's funnier than you,
my dad's the funniest guy you ever heard, dude.
If he's funny, we can replace
strong,
you with him,
Spanish accent, dude. But he says the right thing. He's super funny, dude. I'm gonna have my dad on here soon.
Okay. We'll hook it up. Right. Has anyone got anything else they want to talk about before we close out? Is there any topics? Is there any topics that the chat wants us to talk about?
Let's see. Well, let's just let me throw this out here. If you guys haven't joined the Pun Discord, please do that. There's a bunch of us in there. We play every game under the sun.
Yeah.
Benson's probably terrible at 96% of them.
Dude, I'll smoke you in any 1v1.
But we're gonna go have a Fall Guys battle in about 10 minutes, so that's good news.
I'll beat you in League. You've been playing 10 times longer than me, bitch. I'll smoke you.
I played like 3 games like last month. That's awesome.
Let's run it then.
Yeah, join the Discord if you're ever looking for a game to play. We probably play it.
Yeah.
Look for groups.
If you want
Yeah,
to
for
do
real.
shit talk Benson, I'm gonna make a channel for that. We can just flame him all day.
Again,
You guys can,
links are going to
and
be
if
in the
you do-
comment section below.
Be ready to back it up. Guys, I
for the
love you.
YouTubes.
It's been fun. Please join the Discord. We're going to do this weekly.
Yeah. Well, we'll try to be funnier, especially Benson. We're sorry. We're sorry he wasn't that funny
What
this
do you
week.
mean,
but next
dude? I'm
week-
going to
next
start
week-
my own fucking podcast because I don't want to carry this one anymore. I'm just going to do my own thing. You guys make money off me, get viewers off me. You know what I mean? Guys, Benson said so. Twitch TV/Benson said so.
Yep. We'll get all the Benson said so. Twitch.tv Xana with 3 Z's. Twitch.tv Lunch 3 Box.
Check out lunch.
Check them all
And
out.
big love to Shelsey, man. Putting this whole thing together, putting a lot of work in, man. I love this guy like a brother. Honestly.
It's good to
I
hear.
really
It's good
do.
to hear.
I really do.
Five Guys brother or like a regular brother?
Shit. He
And
could
if
be
there's-
3 of my brothers if we're on the right website. He could be my stepbrother. You know what I mean?
If there's anything that you want us to talk about, anything that's big in the gaming news, you guys fucking put it in the comment section below. We want lots of comments. We want lots of thumbs up because it's good for the YouTube algorithm. Get all that shit in there. We'll talk about it. We'll
Big love.
yeah. We'll take it to pieces. Peace the fuck out from me.
Big love. Thank you guys for watching. Come back
Everyone,
next week.
have a good
Same
week.
place, same time.
Except BT 177. Guys, thanks.
All right, boys. Thanks for watching. Peace
Good
out.
night. One love.